we're gonna do something different tonight. We're gonna do comic books. Now, you must be wondering why I have this huge, obnoxious ottoman, right? Fucking opens, you retard. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, okay, I'm that guy. See, the thing about comics is that I wasn't always into them, and then it wasn't until I went to college, like 4 years ago, because there was a comic store called Dewey's Comic City right across the street, and I was like, oh, comics are cool, I like to collect stuff, and I got into it more, but it wasn't until really recently, as in like a week ago, that I started to get paranoid about putting my comics inside all these little plastic thingies. Here's all the secret stash. I don't know what to talk about. What do we have here? Well, oh no, you didn't see that. We're not doing that. Star Wars. I love these. I haven't really read them, but they're the really old Star Wars. And see, that's what I think this is what I think Star Wars should be like. Star Wars was meant to be like these Pulp Fiction kind of adventures that just, you know, who cares about the science? It's just like, you know, Princess Leia shooting stormtroopers, Princess Leia against Darth Vader. Wouldn't that have been awesome? And like, there's other, I really shouldn't be throwing them like this, but whatever. That's a cool cover. There's that. I haven't read that one. That looks interesting. This, I used to own a copy of this a long time ago, and then I moved to this house, and then I lost it, and then thankfully my girlfriend bought it, as per requested. So thank you for that. But yeah, that was a Nightfall one. I think what I'm going to talk about is Turok. See, I started wrapping these because I looked up on the internet. I was like, gee, I wonder how like people rate these things, you know? It's really, 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 really anal. They have this list where it's like mint condition. You know, I think it's mint that's the top. It's like the best. It has to have nothing, no blemish, no like scratch, no creases. If there's like one tiny little crease, it goes from mint to near mint, and you know, that's like a step low. I mean, near mint is still cool, but it's not as cool as mint. It's like trying to get 100 on a test. Like, even if you know everything, like, you're not gonna get 100. Like, you have to be really fucking smart to get 100, just like you have to have your comics to be really, really clean. Like, see this? Like, they judge like the creases on the spine. That's how it's pretty intense how they do it. But anyway, this came out in 2010, and I accidentally bought the second one because I'm retarded like that, and it says part 2 or something in like tiny little print. So when I got back to my room, I was like, fuck. So I never got the first one, but I finally did. I finally found it, and then I looked up on the internet as to why I couldn't find this series. It's because they discontinued this for whatever reason. Now, Turok might be familiar to you if you've played the video game. Now, before that, it was actually an old Pulp Fiction. Even when I'm not talking about Pulp Fiction, I'm going to talk about Pulp Fiction stuff, but Turok used to be a Pulp Fiction kind of thing. And then the video game company Acclaim bought the rights to it or something like that. I don't know. And they're like, let's make a video game out of this. So they did. But this was supposed to like be a reboot of the original Turok. And for some reason, I don't know why. Maybe if one of you know, you can comment on why they discontinued it. So there's only like 5 issues out. So if you have this, I would hold on to it. Again, I have no idea. I'm like blind as a bat, because, you know, Batman. I have no idea, like, in terms of how much these things are going to cost, like, in the future and stuff. But yeah, that's just my first comic book kind of babble or stuff. I can't really like what do I critique about it? I mean, like that it looks pretty. I mean, it looks good. It looks good. See, I'll open it up for you. This is the awkward part of the video that I have to cut out in order to you know, not go over 10 minutes as I very slowly try to oh, whoops. See, that's what it looks like. It's pretty cool. And it's really long. Dark Horse does really good comics. And the whole premise of Turok is basically a Native American stuck in a kind of lost land, like a lost world kind of place. And the video game changed it up a bit, where like Turok is a Native American who goes back in time to the land of dinosaurs. I'm not sure if it goes back in. It's not really back in time. It's more like a parallel universe with dinosaurs and shit like that. So that's awesome. Oh, I don't know. I don't know where you could get it. If you can't find it, well, fuck.